Hey, I'm Dylan, and I hike places. Alright, we're in Berlin, New Hampshire, somewhere way out in the middle of freaking nowhere. I'm significantly closer to Canada than I am to home. So here, the plan for this trip is 2 4,000 footers over 2 days. We're going for the 2 northernmost 4,000 footers, and the drive up here this is a long one. You know, it took me about 3.5 hours just to get up here. This is further north than I've ever been. So today we are hitting Mount Cabot. That's where I'm headed up to right now. Just left the car, got onto the Bunnell Notch trail. That's where I'm on right now. And then headed up to Mount Cabot. There's a cabin along the way that we're not staying at, but we can check it out. Then we'll hit 2 other smaller mountains that aren't 4,000 footers, but they have their own lists that they're on, with the Bulge and the Horn. Then over to Unknown Pond, which is on the way back down from those mountains, where there's a tent site. That's where we're sleeping tonight. Oh, come to this little clearing. This is where ticks live. And the trail is nice and overgrown. Bugs freaking everywhere. But so yeah, sleeping at the Unknown Pond tent site tonight. Then tomorrow we'll head back down to the car, then drive over to take on Mt Waumbek, which is another 4,000 footer. All right. Bunnell Notch Trail, not Bunnell. I don't know why I thought there was an R there. We got to Mount Cabot, 4.5 miles. And off we go. Alright, so if you ever find yourself this far north trying to do Mount Cabot, then you should know the trailhead is behind the Berlin Fish Hatchery, which is this big area where I guess they, I don't know if it's run by the state of New Hampshire, but they grow, I think it's trout, maybe some other types of fish for stocking the lakes and the ponds and all that stuff. But you just kind of go right through their complex, keep on going straight onto a dirt road that went on for like a couple miles. I thought that I was lost, had no idea where I was, and then out of nowhere, hey look, there's the trailhead. So if you're coming this way, you go through the fish hatchery, and if you think you're getting lost on a dirt road, no, you're doing the right thing. Just keep going. Just keep going. Right, you know things are about to get steep when they give you stairs. Alright, so we've gone 3 miles up the Bunnell Notch Trail, and we've made it to the Kilkenny Ridge Trail. And so from looking ahead, we're gonna do my least favorite thing when we're going up a mountain. We're gonna go down. We're gonna lose some elevation, then just to go back up. Fantastical. But the Bunnell Notch Trail that we were on, it wasn't steep. There was no sections that were really steep. It was just ceaseless, going up at a gradual pace, the entire time. That's ceaseless. There is a distinct lack of the ceases. It looks like we're gonna go down. Then we have one steep section left before we reach the summit. I'm hoping that it's not too awful. It's starting to get later in the day. It's 2:15 right now. I'm just hoping that we can get to the tent site before it's dark. I really don't feel like headlamping today. I've hated everything about this up, which is really my own fault. I let myself get out of shape. It shouldn't have been too bad. It's long. But I see a clearing up ahead, which I believe had better be the freaking cabin. The random outhouse over through those trees. You got a sign. Alright, the toilet is that way on Cabot Summit this way, and that is the cabin. Cabot cabin. Well, the door doesn't close. Somebody sleeping here. I agree. And just past the cabin, we come to this little clearing here, and we find, finally, for the first time, a bit of a view. Alright, and just like that, about half a mile later, we have reached Mount Cabot, 4,120 feet. 4,000 footer, number 1313. Alright, unknown pond trail, it's 2.8 miles that way. So I don't know if that means that the pond is 2.8 miles or the trail is 2.8 miles. I think it's both. So, we got 2.8 miles to go. So we're gonna go over, first of all, here's the views of Mount Cabot. There are none. It's nothing but trees. So, on the way to unknown pond, we gotta go across the Bulge. Alright, so you can kind of see out there the bump on the left. That's the Bulge, that's what we're going over. And then the bump on the right, that is the Horn. They look kind of far away. I'm hoping that we get there quick. And this is not looking like a trail. Jesus. Well, now the top of the Bulge. Yep. Woo! We made it to Unknown Pond. Why is it called Unknown Pond? I don't know. It's unknown. So somewhere in here is a tent site. We're gonna go find it. And we're hopefully going to get a camp platform, and we can hopefully sleep. This has been a long ass day. It's almost over. Alright, so I came down here to grab some water to filter, and then I saw Up there, I think, is the Horn. Behind it is the Bulge, and then some more off in the trees is Mount Cabot. It's peaceful here. There's no caretaker or anything like that. It's just, find a tent platform. There's 5 of them, and I just took the first one I saw. I haven't seen anybody else, but I also haven't gone looking. I'm gonna head up to the other one, see if anyone else is here. If you ever wanted to see what cooking on the trail looks like this. And in about 8 minutes, we're gonna have beef stroganoff with noodles. Alright, day 2. It's, I don't even know, it's 7:30. 7:42. We have about 3 miles back down to the car, and then we'll hop on over to Mt Waumbek, and then head home. I really don't want to have to break down camp yet. I'm lazy. Alright, heading back down from Unknown Pond, and we came into this little clearing. And I'm assuming that is Cabot that's up in that cloud up there. I base that off of absolutely nothing, but I'm gonna go with that's Cabot that you can't see the top of. Get it back. Another 3.3 miles from Unknown Pond. There's a lot more cars here than there were yesterday. Alright. That was fun. That wasn't too bad, that hike down. I gotta try to figure out where Waumbek is. Cool. Alright, mountain number 2. There's a nice quick 53-minute drive out over to Mt Waumbek. Just 3.6 miles out. Along the way, we'll hit Mount Star King. And then we come back home. Yep. I think I've earned a beer on this one. So a quarter mile up the road or so, up the path, we come to this thing. Creepy. So I'm sitting here about a third of the way up, and I've just hit a wall. After such a long day yesterday, I just don't think I have it in me. So, swallowing my pride, I'm admitting defeat. I'm going down. I know I could probably push myself up there, but it would just be a miserable, miserable time. So, I'll just come back and get it some other time. It's not the first time I've been defeated. Won't be the last. It's just the most recent. This sucks. But at least I got Cabot yesterday. And Cabot is the far one. Waumbek is significantly closer to home, so it won't be that much of a hike to try to get back up here again. But this sucks. But it is what it is. Alrighty. made it back. That sucked. But, and it is what it is. We got Cabot yesterday, so for what it's worth, 4,000 footer. Check it off the list. But, no. Can't win them all. So, if you liked it, hit subscribe, whatever it is. I don't know. YouTube stuff. You know what the deal is. Alright, see you.